is Ngọc.
And my name is Hoàng.
Today we will tell you about the largest city in Russia. It's Moscow.
Moscow is also the capital city of Russia, and it is famous for many of its popular historical landmarks and delicious food.
And this is why you should visit Moscow in Russia.
So you might think that the people in Russia is not friendly to people from other countries, especially from Europe or the US. But actually they are very friendly, and they rarely express hate to them.
And next is shopping mall. In Moscow there are many famous shopping malls like Gum, Solovnitsky, or the Central Children's Store. In the Central Children's Store, where you can get the children things for your children.
So
and there are many famous brands in there like Dior, Prada, or Gucci.
So the next thing you want to do when you visit Moscow is to visit the museums. So I recommend you visiting one or more of these popular museums, like the Pushkin State Museum of Fine Art, the Tretyakov State Art Gallery, the Armory Chamber, or if you like music, you should visit the Tchaikovsky Concert Hall. There are a lot of orchestras there. It sounds very calming and beautiful. The name Tchaikovsky is from a Russian musician named Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, and he made many classical piano pieces that sounds extraordinary.
And next is the local food in Moscow. The food in Moscow can be very featured, and it looks very nice and delicious. And I think you should eat pelmeni, serniki, or borscht sometime. This is the picture of the serniki with raspberries and sour cream.
So, borscht is made of beet, carrots, beef, pork, and sometimes potatoes. It can be eaten with some other side dishes like the potato salad. And in breakfast or desserts, you should also eat the serniki because it can contain a lot of protein and nutrition. So you might think that the traffic in Moscow can be very cramped based on your experience on where you live, but actually public transportation is the main way you get from place to place in Moscow. This makes traffic very convenient and fast. It is also cheap too. It is not like the roads of the US. The streets in Moscow are very wide, and they often have bicycle lanes for you to ride your bicycle in.
And next is the hotel in Moscow. Hotels in Moscow are very large and big. All the hotels in Moscow have 5-star services, and they got many things interesting like clothes and some big and delicious restaurants. This is the picture of the Four Seasons Moscow Hotel.
So when you visit when you visit Moscow, you must visit the Moscow Kremlin fortificated complex. And on the east wall of the complex, there is the Spasskaya Tower. It is probably the most famous tower in the entire of Russia. So on the south of the Kremlin complex, there is the Moskva River, where on the opposite bank you can have a scenery on the Kremlin. Also in the east, you can also visit the St. Basil Cathedral on the Red Square. So, thank you for listening. Before I end this, did you have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question for you, Ngọc. If you could only do one thing or one activity in Moscow, which one do you think would be best?
So, I think I will visit the St. Basil Cathedral because it's very beautiful.
Cool.
It is also fun there.
Cool. And I mean, out of all of the Russian food, which one do you think you would want to try the most?
And I think the shariki I want to try the most.
Okay, that's it. Any other questions? That's it. Thank you very much for listening.